What up, people? This is Nature Code 30 here, and I understand that, usually I'm always doing raw reviews and I usually have my grade at the end, but I got home real late, so the only thing that I saw was the end. I only saw when CM Punk was doing his negotiation with Vince McMahon. Now, the one thing that interests me about the ending of Raw, after going back and watching Raw, it really, I really didn't feel like doing a review because there were a lot of things in it that didn't make sense. But anyway, there's one thing that really interests me about the entire thing, and that was CM Punk. What he said about John Cena, that John Cena was becoming everything that he hated. Now, going back to John Cena's debut and then seeing how he was transforming himself into like a hustler, which is pretty much what his role was. Hustle, loyalty, respect. That was his credo. That's what he went by. In a way, Cena was the anti everybody. He was not the poster boy. He was not the person that you were supposed to look up to. He was a straight up thug. He was the so-called Prince of Thugonomics or Professor of Thugonomics. He was a hustler. That was what his whole character was back in the day, and he was the anti pretty boy, and that's why a lot of people liked him before like the little kiddies came in. So in a way, when CM Punk kind of brought up that he is literally becoming everything he hated, he is no longer the underdog, that he is the New York Yankees, he has a point. Now, John Cena back in the day was considered the underdog. A lot of people didn't think that he was able to amount to anything because they didn't take him seriously. His wrestling tactics were really sloppy. Or not really sloppy, but it's like there was no technique to him. He was more like a Rocky Balboa. Like Rocky will literally let you punch him until he's like red in the face until you get tired. Like you will beat him until his face turns into nothing but a big pile of meat. And he will still keep on fighting until you get tired. That's what his tactics was. You beat him up till you get tired. So a lot of people didn't really take him seriously because of his tactics. But now he's the poster child of WWE, and he's on everything from mugs to lunch boxes to cards to video games to everything. I mean, he's posters, he's everywhere. So in a way, John Cena has become something that he never thought that he would be, a pretty boy. I mean, he's the total opposite of what his character was back in the day, and I know that characters change. But in a way, CM Punk kind of had a point, and that's the one thing that interests me about the entire Raw. So if I did go back and do a Raw review, me personally, I would give Raw a D minus. I wouldn't give it a total F, even though there's a lot of things in there that didn't make sense about, especially when Alberto Del Rio is going to be in Money in the Bank when he just won a number one contender spot. That doesn't make any sense to me. And plus, the whole Kelly Rikishi stink face, I don't understand why she's still doing that. And the Bella Twins botching up their lines made it worse. And then Melina didn't even get any intro music screen time, let alone even being able to speak. And A-Rod, who's supposed to be pushed, didn't have any voice time at all, which I was really confused about, but everybody else did. But he didn't. I mean, there was a lot of things in that, in the entire Raw night that just, you know, kind of confused me. But as for CM Punk was pretty much the most interesting thing of the entire Raw that night. I mean, even though they didn't really bring up the Nexus and the fate of the Nexus when CM Punk leaves, which is something that I really think that they should mention. CM Punk and saying what he had to say, even and in the end, doing those ridiculous requests, even though he was not in any way, shape, or form going to sign that contract, period. But anyway, the whole angle was Cena, and the whole angle was CM Punk. The way CM Punk brought up that Cena is becoming the one thing that he hates was the one thing that kind of made it really not an F for me. So if you think about it, CM Punk has a point. John Cena is becoming everything he hates. And what is he going to do about it? He's going to continue to be the next Triple H. And I think he's pretty much being reared to be the next Triple H. He's not so much. I mean, even though he's in the Breakfast Club, like A-Rye and Randy Orton, he's being groomed to be the next Triple H. That's in my opinion. But anyway, um, it's gonna be really short, and that's pretty much how I see it for the night. Any suggestions or any questions about it? Leave your comments below. I am going to bed. Peace out.